Would like to call to order the City of Beavercreek's Department of Parks and Recreation and Culture Board. We'll start off with roll call, Jackie.
All right. Mrs. Fulcher.
Here.
Mr. Tips.
Here.
Mrs. Heaton.
Here.
Mrs. Meyer. Mr. Corbett is not with us this evening.
Thank you, Jackie. So if you'll take a look at our agenda, I need to have an approval.
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
And a second. Thank you. And you have a copy of our minutes from our last meeting on September the 8th. You'll take a look at those, and then we need approval for those as well.
Move to approve the minutes for September meeting.
Thank you, Dan. A second?
I second.
All right, thank you. From there, we're going to move on to our division report.
Good evening. Switching it up a little bit on you tonight. So normally, division report, you see Erin's friendly face first. Before Erin's home for a few weeks. She's fantastic. She's doing great. No worries. But then I usually tag team in and do the parks report. Well, we're just throwing caution to the wind. I'll be taking care of recreation, senior center, and then I'm going to tag team Zach Wyke in to do the park report. So I apologize if I don't have as friendly of a face as Erin, but I will do my best. So we are going to be talking about kind of what we did September, October. We've got a little mixture of both in here. Our October benefit is recreation and parks can have positive impacts on mental health, from reducing depression and relieving stress to improving quality of life in a variety of ways to helping people to feel better about both their surroundings and themselves. And I think especially these days, we all need to get outside a little bit more, decompress, and just really, especially now the leaves are changing. I've been trying to pay attention to that on the drive. Oh, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So, and you'll hear a little bit more, but this was a picture from our fishing derby. So love that face. So yeah, so this year, as we talk about all our different events this past year for 2020, our events have changed a lot. It was really challenging times, but I certainly give credit to Erin and to Jackie to step up and find ways to continue doing the events that we've always had that the community loves. This year, our fishing derby, we changed that to Find Time to Fishing Derby. So we gave everybody about a week to go fish at Lafino Park. We did stock the pond. And then we just asked, hey, during that week, when you fish, if you catch a fish, send a photo. If you're out there, you didn't catch a fish, send us a photo. So we had 64 participants submit photos. And then we just randomly selected 6 families to win prizes. They won a cute little bucket. I think it was a Halloween bucket, and there was all kinds of cool stuff in there, bubbles, there's park bucks, there might have been a t-shirt, all just different things. So I want to thank everybody who came out and fished. And it was part of one of our staff meetings. We went through all the photos. They're absolutely adorable. So again, it was really cool to see that people still went out and fished during the week. So, and we do want to thank the Green Optimist Club and Ohio Department of Natural Resources. So ODNR, we did receive a grant to help pay for the fish, and the Green Optimist Club gave us money towards some of the prizes, and I believe some of their money might have gone towards fish purchase as well. We also did our try a truck. This was a drive-through event, so you weren't able to come out and try a truck. It was more out, drive through, and check out a truck. But this was October 3rd from 10 to noon. We had beautiful weather. We had 200 cars come through, and we're anticipating about 400 plus children. We did up some goodie bags the day before, which had firefighter hats in there, keychains, stickers, tattoos, stress balls, all kinds of really cool stuff. So you drove through, the little obstacle course, the parking area, and at the end you got your little goodie bag. Some families, I believe a lot of families, drove through a few times. So like, oh, we just enjoyed it. A couple of our staff members, again, had way too much fun in the Bobcat, and I think it was a digger, but they were like almost like with the buckets, like high-fiving and waving and spinning. But I just want to thank all the drivers that came out, took the time on a Saturday morning to do this new event that we weren't really sure how it was going to go, but we're really happy. And of course, Adair Credit Union for their sponsorship of the event. And again, their money went towards buying some of the goodie bags, or all the goodies for the goodie bags. So it was really cool. Next year, 2021, we do plan on going back to our authentic Tri-A truck. But we were really happy we were able to get this one through. So coming up this month, we have some new classes. Strong Nation Pound. This is brand new to us. Amy Robinson is a new instructor for us, and she's going to be teaching, it's a strength training and cardio drumming. So we still have the Drums Alive, which is a fantastic program taught by Dory Phillips. And then Amy Robinson comes in and takes it kind of up to the next level. So if you are looking for a more intense, I will say, exercise, Strong Nation Pound is the one for you. And again, if you want to try it, but you're still not sure, she's fantastic at modifying. So you can certainly come out, check it out, and she'll help you with your level. And she's also going to be teaching Zumba for us. So both of those can be found through the recreation page on our website. And you'll see that information later on. Next week, I'm not going to pronounce this. I've been trying to practice, but I really have no idea. It's a Meteor Shower, so apologize for that. But next Wednesday evening, you can go out to Owens Place Shelter from 7:30 to 9. Astronomer Patrick Craig will be out there. He has telescopes, binoculars, but he has worked with us before through library programs and through some of these astronomy classes. You do have to register in advance. It is a free program, but the spots are limited. We do have to watch the amount of people that are going to be out there. So if you want to sign up, please call our office, go online, sign yourself up. But again, Patrick Craig will provide everything. You just need to bring your chair or a blanket, or both. And of course, we're going to be looking for our Veterans Day ceremony coming up in November. It'll be, I know, for Memorial Day, it was really small. This Veterans Day, it'll be a little bigger of a ceremony, but not as big as what we've had in the past. We certainly want to watch out for social distancing. If you do come out, there's not going to be bleacher seating. You can bring a chair. You will be asked to wear a mask, and we are encouraging social distancing. But we're starting to put the plans together now, working with the VFW, the American Legion. Right Pat, I believe, is going to bring a band out and play some music and give us a speaker. So that'll be Wednesday, November 11th at 2 o'clock. Certainly we'll be posting more information as we get it more planned out, but you can set that afternoon aside for us. Flip it over to the Senior Center. It did reopen on October 5th. We were hoping to open that up in September, and we were all ready to go until we realized every volunteer, every instructor, every staff member needs to be tested for COVID. And they will be tested every other week. So if you're going to teach a class at the Senior Center, if you're a full-time staff, part-time staff, volunteer, if you're spending any amount of time at the Senior Center working for us, you're tested every other week. We are doing the tests on site. You can test yourself. I did go through it, and I'm going to tell you it's not any more pleasant by having it done by somebody else. I don't want to continue to do it, but we want to keep everybody safe. But then we send all the swabs out for a lab, and we usually get the results back within 48 hours. So next week marks the next time around to get everybody tested again. So Tuesday and Wednesday, our volunteers, our staff will line up again and be tested one more time. We'll have the results by the following Monday so we know who can come in, and hopefully everybody can come in. We're not having any issues. But we've had to limit our hours of operation. So it's just Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. We are not doing evening hours at this time, nor are we doing Saturdays. Not everything is open. And I think it is the hardest thing for our staff, for our members. We can't just allow you to come in and say hi. We can't allow you to come in and visit. You have to be there for a purpose. So we are working through kind of what we call phase 2, doing some more clubs, some more classes. Right now our fitness room is open. We're doing some fitness classes. You can come in and pick a book out of the library. You can use the computer, but everything you need to call ahead. You need to sign up. And the fitness room is in hour blocks. So you can have 10 to 11, you can have 11:30 to 12:30, however that schedule works, but everything needs to be, you have to call in, and it's by appointment only. So it's just to keep everybody safe. We're going to get here sometime soon, but right now this is what we have to go through. So, but it was fantastic seeing everybody come back in. And again, we are still running transportation. In September, we did 173 trips. So we're sticking to medical, grocery, and non-essential. Medical is Monday through Friday, whatever you need. Groceries are going to be Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and non-essential is Monday through Friday. And the non-essential is, hey, I want to come work out at the senior center. Need to get my hair done, my nails done, however that is, but that's what the non-essential is. And as always, doctor's appointments do take precedent over anything else. In September, we did a drive-through brunch. We started these, I think, in July or August, and they've been fantastic. It's an opportunity for us to see our members. So in September, our drive-through, or our kitchen ladies, put together a breakfast casserole, broccoli salad, and so you just drive around the plaza, go to the alley, pick up your dinner, say hi to the staff real quick, wearing your mask, and then keep on driving through. So that was from 11 to 12:30, and then we sold 90 meals. So we're going to try to do that every single month. We also started up a bunch of exercise programs. So we have exercise with Midi. The picture that you see on the screen was prior to COVID. They are not packed in like that. Some people do wear their masks, but we do make sure with every class we have measured out 6 feet distance. When people come into the building and until they're in their chair, in their spot, they are wearing their mask. If they need to step away, they need to use the facilities, whatever, they put their mask back on. So we are watching, and we do have somebody watching all of that and reminding them, going, hey, don't forget, we don't want to shut down. We want you to continue coming. So again, it's all about the protocols, and it's all about keeping everybody safe and everybody doing their part. But we've been able to do exercise with Midi, improve your balance, line dancing, ageless grace, and we're looking to add some more classes as well. And we were also I'm having a really hard time talking. But yes, really, Sharon, pickleball. Inside. We purchased the tape, all the equipment back in February, and we were ready to go. But now we're ready to go, and it's overwhelming popular, so we're going to be looking for additional day, additional time. But again, it's a really cool sport to get involved. It's not a whole lot on the wear and tear on your muscles and bone, so it's a great thing, and we're lucky we can do it inside. We got the beautiful space at Lavino Plaza, so that is a non-fee program, but again, you got to call in advance and you have to sign up. Upcoming events, we have our drive-through Halloween trick-or-treat. This is going to be really cool. I'm really excited for this. The food is going to be prepared by our kitchen volunteers. I believe they're calling themselves the Alley Cats now. So they're serving serving out of the alley, but not only that, they've decided they can meet socially distance in the alley. So they're fantastic. So 2 weeks, Thursday, October 29th from 4:30 to 6 o'clock. You're going to get sick of me saying this, but again, you need to register in advance. You can pay in advance with a credit card, or you can pay that night by check or cash. It's $5, and you can get a mummy dog, spaghetti salad. There was some like brain type of thing themed around that, but it just sounded too disgusting, so we went with spaghetti salad, veggies, chips, and then a decorated cupcake. But not only did you get dinner, you also get to stop at some of these sponsors. They're going to have little spots along the way in the parking lot, totally safe. Senior Center is going to be shut down, and you can trick or treat from each of the sponsors. So they'll have a little goodie for all of those. And if you wear a costume, you'll get a raffle ticket, and you might be able to win a prize at the end. So they will contact you later if you win. I really think the seniors get all into Halloween, so I think they're excited again that they can actually dress up and go out. So they come up with really, really good costumes. So again, we're happy that we're going to be able to offer that. So $5 for your meal plus trick-or-treating, you really can't beat it. And I will say the drive-through events fill up fast, so if you're interested, call soon. We are also doing a health screening fair. This certainly will not look like what we've done in the past as far as our health fair, when hundreds of people come through our doors all day long and it's just jam-packed crazy in a good way. We are going to have appointment-only health screening checks. So you can get a balance assessment, hearing check, vision check, flu shot, blood pressure. Some of the vendors that have been out in the past that will not be able to join us are going to have, again, some type of goodie bag. So you can sign up, get your time in, get all your checks taken care of, and then you have kind of your goodie bag to walk away with. So again, contact the Senior Center. Do not think you're going to just show up that morning and get in. You have to sign up. Another thing that they have coming up is Spooky Tales from the Greene County Archives. This will be again, you have to register in advance, but you can either, when you sign up, you can either say, hey, I will be on site, or I want to do it via Zoom. So it's going to be kind of that double hybrid approach. So we'll see how that works out for them. But somebody from the Greene County Archives are going to be talking about 4 of Harold Igo's ghost stories. Explore fact and fiction behind them using county records and newspaper articles. And all of those stories are based on real events that took place within Greene County, such as Frogtown, Osborne, and Yellow Springs. So it should be kind of cool. It'd be interesting to hear some of the history. I'm not into ghost stories, but for those of you who are, I think it'll be a really entertaining, a really cool program. So with that, does anybody have any questions about recreation, senior center, any of our programs or protocols, anything that we have coming up?
They must register.
Yeah, Sharon, if you did not catch that, they do need to register for everything in advance. Thank you. I think I missed that one. All right, I'm going to have Zach come up then and talk about parks.
Okay, thank you, Kim. I'm going to continue on and tell you about what has been going on within your parks over the last month. So at CI Beaver Park, we have done a significant number of upgrades to that facility and that park this year. Prior to things shutting down with COVID over the winter, we had contractors come in, do all new interior painting. We've replaced all of the outlets, repainted all of the trim, purchased new chairs. And then here recently, the exterior of the building was repainted. New landscaping was installed yesterday. And there was a walk bridge that was recently repaired back in the woods where there were some trails. It's a great facility, just needed a little bit of TLC and some love. It certainly received it. It's a great place to reserve and rent for functions typically up to 100 people. Right now with COVID, we're limiting that to 60, but there's a full service kitchen, restrooms, it's handicap accessible. It's a great place if you're having a holiday party, work party, a little family get together. It's plenty of room to spread out and utilize a great space. At Summerfield Park, this is a great playground. This is a little bit older of a photo, but it's a great playground that's really shaded. It's a rather large playground, and it gets tons of use. This is over off of Stedman Lane on the west side of town. And last weekend, we had a group of Beavercreek High School junior ROTC cadets come out and complete a service day. There were about 20 of them that came out, and they completed a service day spreading 100 yards of playground mulch. That's a whole semi-truck load of playground mulch. So that was a huge help. This playground was really in need of, again, some TLC, some extra playground mulch, and they did a great job. And we're hoping we found another new partner to help assist with some of these things. And they have since reached out to me wanting to continue to do more within our parks. So I always love finding new groups. So big thank you to the Beavercreek High School Junior ROTC. A little update on Wardinger Park. The architectural firm MSP was selected through competitive bid process competitive RFQ process to go ahead and move forward with architectural design services for the replacement of the Tobias Zimmer barn at Wardinger Park. As you're aware, we've done some surveys of the community and with overwhelming answers coming back saying we want the barn to be rebuilt. We're in the process of working with MSP to design what that new barn will look like. Insurance will cover the cost of the replacement as it was, but we are also going to have some alternate design work done to add in plumbing and electrical for restroom facilities as well, and a small kitchenette. Whether or not we have the funds to be able to do that, we'll find out here in the coming months, but we'll at least get some pricing on what it would cost to do that. Like I said, right now we're working with the architectural firm to come up with the designs, and then over the winter we will bid out the work to different contractors with hopefully the start of this early 2021 and get this barn opened sometime mid next year would be ideal. We had a contractor also come in and make repairs to some of the cabins. They were not damaged in the tornado, but just coming through, making drywall repairs, doing some painting, replacing ceiling slats that were missing, and doing some general work within the cabins just to stay on top of maintenance within those. And also not on here, the master gardeners have been out over the last couple of months, and they've been doing a fantastic job getting all of the landscape beds back in shape, and the park's really starting to come around. It was a challenging year because we rely so heavily on volunteers from the master gardeners and the historical society to help us maintain this park, and a lot of them not able to come out to help us this year because of COVID. They're finally able to come out now, and it's really making a big difference. We have a service day coming up here a week from this upcoming Saturday at Fox Run Park. This will be the second service day held by our tree advisory board. So we have one member of the tree advisory board owns a tree service company. He is bringing out his staff on volunteer time. And we will also be bringing city staff out to go through, remove honeysuckle, prune trees, just do general park cleanup. As you recall, back in the fall of 2018, we had our first service day where we really went out and did a lot of honeysuckle removal and preparations of designing a trail system within Fox Run Park with tree identification. We held that dedication for the trail, which is a 1-mile trail dedicated to city arborist Patrick Tilt, who passed away a little over a year ago. We held that dedication at the end of July. If you have not been out to Fox Run, I highly recommend getting out there soon with the changing of leaf color. It's beautiful. It's a great 1-mile hike. It's really easy to walk. And there's some great large mature trees out there that some of them are 250 to 300 years old. So it's a great park, and our tree advisory board has really adopted this park and really want to make it better. And we're excited for them to come out on another service day on October 24th from 9 to 12. Some upcoming projects this fall to be completed by our staff and some contractors. to carry on with Fox Run, with the trail system being there, there's increased use from the neighborhood, but there's also people traveling, to that, and we do not have a parking lot. At the western end of the park is attached to Fairbrook Elementary, but the main access is from Southfield Drive, and there is no parking lot there. So our staff will be installing a parking lot comprised of just gravel, but it'll hold 8 to 10 cars, which should be sufficient for that park. We're also going to install a bike repair station and a kiosk at Grange Hall Bike Access and replace the kiosk at Fifth Third Gateway. An Eagle Scout is lined up to install a new metal roof on the shelter at Walnut Grove Park, and he should be starting that within the next couple of weeks. And then we are going to finish our water fountain replacement. We were able to take advantage of some CARES money that came in from the state to replace the water fountains at Rotary Park, E.J. Nutter Park, Dominic Lafino Park, and at Wardinger. A few of these we had purchased previously within our operations budget, but then we were able to pick up additional water fountains and the installation cost with the CARES money. They will all be the touch-free bottle fillers in addition to the traditional water fillers. So all of our parks will have brand new water fountains within the last year or so, and they will all have the bottle filling stations, which is really convenient. And then finally, we'll be wrapping up the year with some fall tree planting, pretty much going back through and really focusing on the areas impacted by the tornado. We had an Eagle Scout plant some trees at Gershbacher Park in the fall of 2018, and when the tornado came through just a couple months later, it destroyed all of them. So we've got some to replant there, and then just going through and where we've planted so many trees over the last couple of years, we did have a few that died, so we will be going back and spot replacing some of those trees. And that's what's going on within parks, and I'm excited to share with you everything next month. We'll be sharing a lot of the accomplishments of our department over the course of the year. And we went from one crazy disaster last year with the tornado to dealing with a pandemic this year, and it's certainly been challenging, but we didn't throw in the towel. As you saw during Kim's presentation, we found ways to get creative, to keep moving forward, and I'm very excited to show you guys what we accomplished this year. Something I'm very proud of. I know Kim is very proud of, and I look forward to sharing that with you in November. And
Thank you.
with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions. Okay.
I'm going to turn Candy around. Do you have any questions, Candy? Thank you, both of you. That was lots of reports, lots of good stuff. Now on to old business. We met for an hour before our park board and talked about the CAPRA, you guys say it much faster than I do, discussion, and you guys gave us an update on the next parts have you worked on. So is there any more anybody wants to say on that?
Nice job.
A lot of work. A lot of work. And Zach has such a good attitude about it. He kept saying, it's good for us. It's good for us. Very good. New business? I don't know that there is. We have no unscheduled visitors. So we are to no action items as well. All right, board time. Would you like to start our board time?
Thank you for all that you guys are continuing to do with keeping the parks up. I know they're getting a lot of usage. I know my family is we're going everywhere we can. So the parks look great. So excited about the improvements at CI Beaver and getting that walk in the woods, that walkway replaced, because we utilize those trails a lot. So very excited about that. So thank you.
Dan? Okay. As well, I'm excited about some of the updates, getting in water fountains at different places and things like that as well. So I am very excited about that. So is there anything else?
I have a question. What is going on for the Grange Hall area? It's like, isn't it 4 lane, right?
Yeah, there's a road widening project going on at Kemp Road and Grange Hall. They are widening the road, adding in sidewalk and turn lane. For more information on that, you can contact the engineer's office, and they'll definitely be able to fill you in. But that is what's going on there now: road widening and sidewalk.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, then we are adjourned. Thank you.